Today, let's discuss some questions and answers related to French Revolution. First question: who was the ruler of France during the Revolution? Louis XVI of the Bourbon family was the ruler of France during the Revolution. Name the three estates into which the French society was divided before the Revolution. The first estate clergy, the second estate nobility, the third estate common people. What compelled Louis XVI to raise taxes in France? Wars and economic crisis. In 1774, when Louis XVI ascended the throne, he found an empty treasury. The nation had gone into deep debt because of the fighting in the 7 Years' War and the Revolutionary War in America under Louis XVI. In this war, France helped the 13 American colonies to gain their independence from Britain. The war added more than $1 billion to a debt that had already risen to more than $2 billion. To meet its regular expenses, such as the cost of maintaining an army, the court, running government offices and universities, the state was forced to increase taxes. Extravagant court. France under various kings had an extravagant court at the immense palace of Versailles. Next question: who was Robespierre? Why is his reign referred as the Reign of Terror? Robespierre's rule from 1793 to 1794 is called Reign of Terror. Why is his reign referred as the Reign of Terror? Robespierre was the leader of Jacobins Club, which led a successful revolt and came to power. Robespierre ruled France from 1793 to 1794. His rule is referred as the Reign of Terror because he followed a policy of severe control and punishment. All those who were considered enemies by him or who did not agree with him or with his methods were arrested, imprisoned, and then tried by a revolutionary tribunal. If found guilty, they were executed. Next question: name the important political clubs formed by women in France to fight for their political rights. Answer: the Society of Revolutionary and the Republican Women. What was Directory? Directory was an executive made up of 5 members. They were appointed by 2 elected legislative council. What was Directory? Directory was an executive made up of 5 members. What was Guillotine? Guillotine was a device consisting of 2 poles and a blade with which a person is beheaded. Why this device got this name? It was named after Dr. Guillotine, who invented it. So what is guillotine? It was a device consisting of 2 poles and a blade with which a person is beheaded. This name it got because Dr. Guillotine invented it. Who were sans-culottes? Those Jacobins were known as sans-culottes who were without knee breeches. Sans-culotte means those who without knee breeches. So Jacobins were known as sans-culottes who were without knee breeches and who wore red caps to symbolize liberty. Next question: discuss the role of women in the French Revolution. Women were active participants in the events related to French Revolution of 1789. Most women of the Third Estate had to work for a living as seamstresses, flour sellers, vegetable and fruit sellers. They led a hard life and were paid lower wages. So, to discuss and voice their interest, They began their own newspapers and political clubs. They put forward their political and economic demands. Last question. Describe the legacy of the French Revolution for the people of the world during the 19th and 20th centuries. The French Revolution proved to be the most important event in the history of the world. The ideas of liberty and democratic rights were the most important legacy of the French Revolution. The ideas of liberty and democratic rights were the most important legacy of the French Revolution. These ideas became an inspiring force for the political movements in the world in the 19th and 20th centuries. The ideas of liberty, equality, and fraternity spread from France to the rest of Europe, where feudal system was finally abolished. Colonized people revoked on the idea of freedom from bondage into their movements to create a sovereign nation state. The idea of nationalism that emerged after the French Revolution started becoming mass movements all over the world. Now people began to question the absolute power. The impact of the French Revolution would be seen in India too. Tipu Sultan and Raja Ram Mohan Roy got deeply influenced by the ideas of the revolution. In the end, we can say that after the French Revolution, people all over the world became aware of their rights. All of you write these notes in your notebook and learn well.